2018. Let's take you live now to Krugersdorp. In fact, we find my colleague Pule Letshwiti-Jones there to just give us more details around what's happening. Pule, I know that you've been able to arrive at the scene now after driving from the Free State. What are you seeing? Just give us a picture of what you're finding there.
Definitely, Masejo. Where we're standing right now is in very awkward position where we're trying to get network because the reception here is very bad. However, what I can tell you, or confirm rather, is that the death toll, of course, has increased to 21 illegal miners who, of course, died following the illegal activities happening here at this place here. The police confirmed that in the morning, but what we've also established when speaking to the police officials to get into, the nitty-gritties of the information is that this is an active mine, and it seems as though these miners died as a result of suffocation while inside one of the shafts, because police do confirm that they were not killed. They suspect foul play, and they're saying that their bodies do not have bullet wounds whatsoever. So from the information we have established as well is that their bodies had sand on their face, and of course amongst their bodies, when the bodies were retracted in the shaft inside some of things here, and they were suspecting, of course, these are illegal zamazamas, as when they got their bodies out, they had the attires of what zamazamas would usually wear when being caught, apprehended, or seen by police officials. As it is right now, the investigation, of course, is still underway, and this follows one incident as well that happened in Germiston just last week, where 2 bodies of zamazamas were found on the side of the road. Now, you'd remember, this is the same kind of pattern the illegal zamazamas would use. Once one dies inside a shaft or inside a mine, they would then take the body and place it outside, where law enforcement and someone will tip off police officials regarding a possible, a death or bodies that may be around the crime scene. But upon arriving here, I spotted one of the community members who I'm going to be speaking to, who joins me here, who lives around this area here. He's speaking to me now on eNCA. Papa, thank you very much for perhaps maybe if you can just tell us about this happening in Krugersdorp. Not the first time. Community members must be shocked.
Definitely. As you can know, from July we had a big incident here of the gang rape. It was also by the zamazamas. Even now, zamazamas are keeping us on our toes. They are doing these illegal things here. Even the guys who are on this scene right now, the dead bodies, those are the zamazamas as well. Last week Friday, I was here with the security guys. We were driving around here. They came out here with big guns. They came to us, then we drove away. So we have a big problem with these zamazama people. We as the community, we are in big trouble. We can't sleep at night. Any sound that we hear at night, we think it's guns.
So when you saw them here coming out with guns, what do you suspect they were doing?
They were working, because there was a big truck here that they were loading by hands. They were not using the machine. Daylight, it was around 10 o'clock in the morning.
So when this incident happened, were you tipped off? Did you know about anything? Because here police officials or one of the guys here contacted you, and surely they know that you get tip-offs here on a daily basis regarding the activities that take place here.
Yes, some of the security guys called me last night. I didn't know anything about it. And then this morning they called me again around 8 o'clock, and then I had to drive down here to see it myself.
How many cars come here on a daily basis that you've seen?
That I don't drive this side. I only drove that on Friday here, because I was with the security guys. We were checking the place. There was a big truck here. It's about a 10 cube truck. They were loading it by hand, and there was another one outside there, the white one. So those guys, they saw us here with the marked buggy for search and rescue. Then they came out from the bush. They came to us. Then we drove away. We didn't talk to them. But if we did stop, they were gonna do something. It's either they were gonna tell us to pay them, or to take the phones, or to shoot us. But anyway, we were lucky they didn't say anything to us, because we drove early.
You speak of these illegal activities happening around here. Have you tried to tip off members of the police regarding, suspicious and of course, very dodgy things happening around this area?
We stay with the police. They are also residents. They know exactly what is happening here. What we complain about, they also complaining about, and nothing is happening. DMR doesn't do anything to us. Since all these things happened here, DMR never respond. Last 2-3 weeks, there was an incident at Jagersfontein. The minister himself, he was there within 24 hours.
Right.
We have been calling Mr. Mantashe here for more than a year, if not above. He never responded. He never came in here. Only one minister who came here, it was Mr. Begicele.
I mean, you are correct to say Begicele was here because there was a police imbi. So I remember I was attending it like about 3 weeks ago. 2 of them, one here in Krugersdorp and in a neighboring town around here. But from the sense I'm getting around community members, it seems as though this still hasn't, accomplished or yielded any results in regards to curbing this illegal activity happening that's affecting you directly as community members in this area.
Yes, it did. But then the police, they try their best. But there are those rotten elements within the police. Others, they are working. We appreciate that because on our side, on my side where I stay, they did sometime assist us with cleaning and stuff like that. Some they come and patrol, and then we can continue doing our things. But there are those rotten elements. That's all what I can say about the police. But Mr. Cele did something that we see. There was a positive activities that he did to us. But though most of his promises he didn't fulfill, but there is something that he did.
Correct. Maybe just lastly, we're here today. This is happening again. Is the community right now, are they, worried about their safety regarding what has happened?
We are so worried because now as it's raining like this, the land here around this area is unstable. It can collapse anytime. As you can see, the police, they say we mustn't go that side because it can collapse. Even here it can collapse. So we are not safe here because of DMR. DMR doesn't want to do what is right. That DMR must do.
Okay. Can I just get your name and surname?
Stephen Kloof.
Stephen Kloof, thank you very much for joining us on eNCA. Masiho, there's just some of the reaction we're getting from community members here who actually live within this area, just describing the kind of events that take place in this area. But I'm just going to continue asking my colleague Lingen Dabambi to pan on my left-hand side, just so you can see those visuals on your screen of some of the police officials that are, of course, here now. This crime scene has been cordoned off, and the pathology services members are also here trying to comb for clues to find ideas as to what could have happened. We know the bodies right now will be undergo a post-mortem processes where will then establish the reasoning behind what had happened. We tried to speak to the police spokesperson who I believe you spoke to, and she's currently in Vanderbilt Park in Vaal, where she's conducting an Ukai Molawa operation there. But what one must tell you is that community members are worried. You remember just a few weeks ago, the police minister, Begicele, of course, held and convened a police imbizo in this area, addressing some of these issues here regarding the illegal mining activities in this area. I've been following this for quite some time. Just about 3 weeks ago, we were in an area just around Krugersdorp, and we literally saw the illegal zamazamas actually operating at one of these, neglected mines in the area. And it was quite, shocking to see that when police officials tried to nab them, they then went back inside the hole. It's a very, a deep mining hole that we saw there as well. But these are just some of the repercussions that are now taking place. This is the end result. 21 bodies now recovered by law enforcement officials here on scene.